YouTube, what's going on? Second City Sleepers here once again, bringing you an episode on our way to the next AAW show. We will have our review episode coming up, an episode or two after. It might come up before this one, actually, depending on how this one goes. Actually, no, it won't, because this is going to be our Royal Rumble prediction episode discussion. We're going to discuss each match, how we believe WWE will play them out, how we believe they should be played out, and our own ideas, opinions, and views. But anyway, we're going to get right into this. Going on to the first match on the card, we have the New Day versus Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Adam Rose.
Yeah, really, who cares? But,
well, you know, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro as a tag team are outstanding, and unfortunately they got completely buried on Raw the past week, which I can't understand why New Day is getting any push right now. I mean, it was a good idea to try to get a new group together, but very poor on what they actually had.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably gonna put New Day over, because WWE will do that because they're trying to make this a legit faction, I guess. And so that's why I think they're going to get put over. I think that you should put Cesaro and Kidd over and just have Adam Rose die, not for real, but just his character death, and then you can come back as Leo Kruger. That's what I would do to that. But that's my opinion.
My opinion on I foresee New Day going over as well with Cesaro and Kidd looking strong. I guess just came with an interesting idea. What I actually think WWE may go with her, since it's so close to WrestleMania now. The Bunny is going to flip 100% finally and turn on Adam Rose, and he's going to end up helping out the New Day in some way, and it's going to turn out that Sami Zayn is the Bunny.
Well, that would make too much sense for WWE to do that, though. You think?
Yeah, but honestly, I have a feeling that I could see it happen. Being Royal Rumble, they're going to go somewhat bigger, even though it is just an opening. It's the opening pre-show match. I think it would be a good way to bring Sami Zayn into. You
think it would be Zayn, or you think it would be Adrian Neville? Because I would go more with Neville, since he lost the belt and Zayn still has it. I mean, you could be right. I would rather have Sami Zayn.
Paige had the NXT Divas title when she came up.
That's true.
So. But your thoughts on how you would do it?
You know what, I mean, I like that idea. I definitely like that the Bunny turns and it gets rid of that garbage, and then it turns out to be somebody from NXT, like Zayn. That would be fine with that. I don't think WWE is that clever enough to pull something off like that, so I'm just going to think it's New Day going over with the Bunny interference crap somehow. Not necessarily helping New Day, but just distracting Rose enough that he gets the pin or doesn't make a save or something. That's probably what would happen.
Right. My idea, my prediction would be kind of what I just said, what I think WWE will go with. So if they do,
more power to them.
Yeah. But moving on, we got this. This was the one time in Raw in the past probably 3 years where I actually got really excited watching a show. You got the New Age Outlaws.
Did he get naked?
No, Nikki Bella didn't get naked yet. But so you have New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension. The segment on Raw the past week, I literally marked out when I saw JBL stand up.
It was amazing. The whole segment was pretty good.
You heard rumors online, of course, online spoils things nowadays in the wrestling industry, that JBL might be making a comeback with the APA, since New Age Outlaws are going to be there, NWO, all those guys are coming back. But that moment on Raw, that was something special that you haven't really seen a special moment in a long time. To see them beat the shit out of the Ascension, it was the greatest thing ever.
It was great, yes.
So hopefully after Royal Rumble, when the New Age Outlaws do beat the Ascension, that's what I think WWE will go with, because I think they realize they really screwed up with the Ascension. Hopefully they'll go away after that.
I originally, when Raw happened, I went, oh shit, I hope this isn't Vince McMahon pushing the Ascension over the Outlaws, when I heard that they were going to be at the Rumble. But after I made that statement on Facebook, I actually retracted it now, and a couple days later I retracted it, and I rethought. I do agree with you, Alex. I think that this is a way of them knowing that they screwed up completely with the Ascension, and they have to fix it. And the best way to fix it is what they did on Raw, and have a bunch of legends bury them, and then now you have a match and they get rid of them, and You know, let them come back to the Ascension characters that they played on NXT. I still have not ever been a fan of that team. I don't like either one of them. I don't think they have it. But, you know, I mean, WWE sees something in them, so maybe there is something there that I just haven't seen. And they fix it by just kind of going back to them old selves, and maybe they come out and try to be faces and then apologize and work hard and stop beating jobbers in 20 seconds, because what does that do? You know, but that's probably going to happen. I mean, the fix would be go away.
That's the problem. I know WWE Crave might think, well, they're getting really good heat, so it's a good idea. It's not even.
It's go away.
It's heat. It's literally at go away heat. They're so terrible, and for them to come out and say what they did the past few weeks, you just don't do that. I don't care how good you are. You just, when you're new like that, you just don't do it.
Yeah.
But we've gotten into that before, and I'm not going to get into a long rant.
Go watch one of our old couple episodes.
Yeah.
Do anyways.
But how would you have the outcome of the match to be?
Oh, it's got to be the Outlaws going over.
Yeah, going over cleanly. Actually, I would like to see him go over not cleanly.
I just want them to beat the shit out of them for 3 minutes, and then both of them get their finishers off. I want to see a Faymaster, and I want to see the old shake, rattle, and roll, and you know, and then be done. By the way, we got new shirts. I don't know if you can see them, Alex. You may have to step up a little bit. I'm trying to drive. There you go. SCS logo. We got some nice literature on the back. Maybe we'll get those on there so you guys can check them out.
Hey, if you guys have any interest, let us know. We're thinking about maybe selling some in the future.
Definitely let us know.
But moving on, we need to skip like the next. We need to skip like the next 2 matches because they're.
Well, what are they? We'll talk about.
We got Paige and Natalya versus the Bella Twins.
Spot filler match.
Spot filler match. Bella Twins will win.
Probably. That's what WWE will do, and that's probably what we would do. Right? Am I talking for you there?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not really much to say about it. It's a Divas match. You know, Paige and Natalya will be at it at least. We'll see Nikki shake her junk a little bit here and there, but other than that, you know, who gives a shit about that?
WWE does.
That's not a good thing. But yeah, I'm not even going to discuss how it played out because the match is not going to be good. But moving on, WWE Tag Team Championship match. We got the Usos versus Sandow and The Miz for the 2,361st time.
61st? Okay.
I wasn't sure if it was 62nd or 60th.
It might be. Who cares?
Yeah, you know.
The match, I think the Usos retain, right? There's still a chance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They retain, and hopefully, if they retain, hopefully it leads to Mizdow going on and being Damian Sandow again and becoming great like he used to be.
Which it supposedly is, because I have heard multiple sources on the internet, again, internet spoilers, that there's a big Damian Sandow face push coming up in the near future. I think this match
needs it.
He does need it badly because he's getting over so well and has a damn stunt double.
And Miz needs to just go away again, because every time I start to semi-like him, he pisses me off and makes me not like him again.
Yeah, but Sandow, I'd like to see Sandow get a big push as like an Intercontinental title for like 5-6 months straight, maybe. I think he's got the caliber and the quality to hold that and still make the title look legitimate around him.
Yeah. But I think he would do it better as a face than a heel. Although he plays a great heel. He does good at whatever he is playing. But
you want to see what he does at a face, because he was never really. There was a brief moment he was a face, but that was when he was getting buried a lot. Or he was kind of a face when he had the briefcase.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Well, that match he had with Cena, though, was really, really freaking good. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say his name.
Oh, God, I gotta take a shit now. Each time we talk about shit, I have to shit. God damn it. But yeah, Usos go over on that.
Yeah, agreed.
That'll be the turn for Mizdow.
Hopefully.
How would you go about that happening, though?
I just not maybe stop being the stunt double. Just stop doubling and everything, and do what the crowd wants. When the crowd wants him to be in the match, tag himself in. When he doesn't want it, when he doesn't want it, when the Miz is beat down, turn your back on him. You know what I mean? Just whatever to make the crowd love you and bury Miz, and then move on. Maybe in some brawl we can see Miz firing him, and the crowd goes crazy for that.
See, I want to see it. I just want to see. I want to see the Usos win. I never thought I would say that.
They're not bad.
They just got really dry to me. But Usos win. I want to see the Miz go to try to blame Sandow. I'm not calling Miz down because that's bullshit. He'll get in Sandow's face, and Sandow just beats the living hell out of him, and that's the end of it. That's how I want to see it. I just want to see a big beat down on that piece of shit.
Yeah, that's you, Miz.
Skull-crushing finale of your career.
You did that already.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did that when he was in the real world. But, yep, triple threat match. We talked about this briefly, but you had different opinions on the outcome from what we previously stated in one of our last videos.
I think WWE did a fantastic job on Monday in throwing a curveball or a knuckleball or whatever on everybody to know who was going to win. I mean, you look at it in every aspect. If Lesnar is re-signed for Mania or after Mania, you would think that he's winning, and then Bryan wins the Rumble, and then he goes on to face Bryan at WrestleMania because that would be a great match. But also now you got, they want, I personally believe that they want Flair off that record for the 16th time champion. Woo! Anyways, so they're going to make Cena tie it, and then you can have Cena at a WrestleMania headline because that's what he does, and he didn't get last year. So, I mean, we can't have 2 years in a row without it. So that worries me. And then you have Rollins, who is the best heel in wrestling right now, doing awesome work. Even if he loses, and if something happens and they're all down and out, he can still cash in that briefcase, give a little curb stop, and win the belt. There's a lot of different scenarios going on here. Plus the tease with Lesnar, or not Lesnar, with Lesnar looking as a face at the end of Raw, and him kind of going against Heyman the whole show. And
he was talking to. He had the mic twice that on Monday.
Yeah, but it was him turning face. So now you're having Rollins and Heyman kind of blowing each other for a minute, and then in the beginning, and then now you have. It makes me wonder if Heyman's going to do something with Rollins leading in the future. So WWE is probably. WWE is probably going to have Cena win the match. He's going to be the 16-time champion. That's what I think is going to happen. I would personally have Cena win because that's what they're going to want, to tie the 16th. Have Rollins cash in, take the belt, go to WrestleMania with the belt, and then you have a WrestleMania match with him, and we can get on to the Rumble match later.
Yeah.
But that's what I see WWE doing, and that's what I would do.
What I see WWE doing, and there was a spoiler. I don't know if you saw the picture I posted on Facebook of it on our page. Go follow that page. But there was a picture of a billboard, a WrestleMania billboard. It looked like it may have just been a Photoshop picture put into a billboard. It may not have. Go check it out and be the judge of it. There was a picture of Reigns facing Lesnar. Which
WWE, please don't.
I still see that happening for WrestleMania. I see Reigns going over, winning the Rumble, him going on to face Lesnar. I see Lesnar retaining, even though I don't want to see it. Here is how I would play it out. I wouldn't give. It's going to happen eventually. I wouldn't give Cena the record tire with Flair yet. I would play it out. I would have Lesnar go over and win. And then you end up having Reigns moving on, winning the Rumble. So I see that, and that's what I want to see, even though I'm not big on Reigns, but that's how I think it would be best for creative. Reigns win the Rumble, have it be Lesnar and Reigns, but have Cena end up getting in the mix for a triple threat for WrestleMania. Because let's face it...
Did you just say the name Cena?
Yes. This is what I would do, because what else are we going to do with that bag of potatoes right now?
Which bag of potatoes?
Cena.
He can retire.
Yeah, but there's no other storyline they can put him in right now, unless you go Triple H, but Sting's going to feud with Triple H in Mania. So I have a triple threat match at WrestleMania with Cena, Reigns, and Lesnar. Have Cena win at WrestleMania.
I think
after the match. No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. After the match, have Lesnar beat the living shit out of Cena. Rollins comes out, cashes in, takes the title from Cena. That's how all that should play out.
that's not a bad ending to your story. There's 4 months of hell in between that, though, because we won't see the WWE champion again, and that's been crap.
Yeah.
And then we have to have Cena win again. That's not good for our viewership.
It's not, but that's what I foresee happening.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that happening as well. So, I mean, is that the last match? Are we on to the Rumble?
Rumble, yep.
By no means are we going to try to factor who throws out who or who comes in where.
Because we still don't know all 30 contestants.
Who the
and
special people in that are coming in.
Yeah, you still got your 6 special guys, which might be Diamond Dallas Page. I've heard Jeff Hardy. I've heard the Dudleys.
Well, Jeff Hardy's signed with TNA, so it's not going to be Hardy. It's his contract already been signed. Dudleys are not signed. That would be cool. DDP, I've always been a huge fan of DDP. I'd love to see that.
Rumors of Jake Snake as well.
I've heard that. I haven't heard any rumors other than Snake, and I would like to see that. Just give me a good DDT and roll yourself out of the ring so you don't hurt yourself, and I'm good. But I mean, really, it's the winners what we care about, right?
Yeah.
WWE is going to put. I think WWE is going to put Bryan over.
You're really adamant.
Yeah, I think, and I say that.
Trust me, I'd rather see that than Reigns. Trust me.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Bryan because I think Bryan's going to start early in the match too. I think him and Ziggler are going to be like early on.
Him and Ziggler are going to be in there 1 through 5.
Yeah, and I think they're both going to hang on to the end, and I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Bryan going over. That's what I think WWE will do. And personally, I would have that too because with my Rollins winning the main event by cashing in or winning cleanly or not cleanly, but winning and keeping it. Actually winning and keeping the prefix would be even freaking cooler. But anyways, I think he's going to WrestleMania with the belt, and I would like to see Bryan face Rollins at WrestleMania for the belt because that's a match that's at WrestleMania caliber. To me, that's what I want to see. As a fan, that's what I want to see. So that's why my two things are different. That's why I'm really conflicted because there's actually WWE's doing a good job of making some things happen that leads to some good matches at WrestleMania. So I'm actually looking forward to the Rumble in a couple days.
Yeah. But what I think is going to happen, Reigns is going to go on to win just because that's how they've been playing it up. What I would like to see happen, it probably won't, but give Ziggler that big push he's been working his ass off for.
Man,
have him start off at 1. People are comparing him to Shawn Michaels. Let him go from 1 all the way to 30.
Well, he's not Shawn Michaels.
No, people are comparing him. Unfortunately,
you're really good
for some reason. Yes, you are. You're in the top 3 in the business right now. But yeah, have Ziggler go on.
Probably, yeah. I agree with that.
You're gonna have him versus whoever wins, which is probably gonna be. I'm kind of going back and forth, but yeah, have him go up against Lesnar, or if somehow Cena wins. If it's not Bryan and Rollins at Mania, I think it's going to be a 3-way.
And
here's what I would have to do. I would add one more person into that match if you have Ziggler. Have Rollins come out as a strong heel and have him cash in before the match and making it a triple threat with another guy or making it a 4-way. That's what I would do. I would have Ziggler, Rollins, Lesnar, and Reigns.
Fatal 4. They haven't done a Fatal 4 at a major pay-per-view in a while, have they?
No, they haven't. That would be a great match as long as Lesnar gets knocked out of the ring for most of the time, which won't happen. But I swear to God, if something happens where Cena loses the title and he enters himself in the Royal Rumble and ends up winning, I'm going to Nikki Bella's house, I'm going to jack off on her, and then after I jack off on her face, I'm going to have Cena lick it up.
Did that just come to you naturally, or did you have that one planned?
That came to me naturally.
That's pretty good, because I was thinking maybe that wasn't worked. But that was nice.
That's how much I can't stand you.
It looks like we're putting a PG-13 rating on this episode, at least, right? Or nowadays, you can just go to TV and probably find all that. Okay, we're supposed to move on after that. I think that's our prediction. So, I mean, final thoughts, Alex?
Final thoughts. Why don't you start off? Because I got
Okay,
nothing
I
at the
actually
moment.
have one going. All right, everybody knows the attitude adjustment is seen as finisher, and it's all. I've never stated it on the show, but it's always bothered me since he started calling it. I'm like, man, attitude adjustment, attitude adjustment. That's been used before, and it's bothered me. I never figured it out. The other day, I was actually on Wikipedia and looking at Lex Luger. Don't ask me why I was looking at Lex Luger. I was just curious. I was. When he was a bad guy, toward the end of when he was a bad guy, he used a pile driver, which he dubbed the attitude adjustment. So thank you, John Cena and WWE Creative, for just completely rehashing, obviously changing the move, but taking the name of a move and making it your own. That's crap. That was my final thought. Closure.
My final thought, Jim Lynam, Tony Rican, Danny Daniels, take Dick Justice off AEW roster.
And, as always,
Facebook, Twitter, down below on the back of our shirts, but it's way too cramped to turn around and show you guys. Make sure you follow and like all of those. Don't forget to comment on our YouTube videos, share our videos, favorite the videos, like the videos, give them those thumbs up, give all that good stuff. Right on the discussion board, because this guy's dying to talk to you guys on the discussion board.
And we are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
We are the SCS. YouTube. See you guys later.